Let me ask you something. Do you know what a lie is? A lie?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's when you don't tell the truth and you do something bad.
And what happens when you tell a lie?
You get in trouble.
Saw that headline on that news. I knew it was them. So I asked my dad. I said, well, what happened? And his words were, a dead man can't evict me.
He's been a good father. Like he's really a good man. He's a very hard worker. He's a stand-up guy. And he would never do nothing like this.
He's gonna do anything and everything he has to do to make sure my father doesn't get to jail, because he loves him.
Who you just saw was 5-year-old Patrick Morrissey, a kid with an innocent grin. But hold on, 5 hours before we hit record, Patrick witnessed something at home that sent shivers down his tiny spine. April 5th, 2010, the Morrissey family's life takes a turn for the worse. Little Patrick, just 5, wakes up to the sound of his parents screaming. He mentions something about tying things on them so they couldn't walk, some messed up home invasion stuff. Fast forward, the plantation police get a call about a fire alarm at the Morrissey residence. It's 10 p.m, Joe's napping in front of the TV, Kay's in the craft room, and Patrick's catching some Z's. 2 hours later, Christina, Kay's daughter, gets a night call and rushes to the scene. Chaos. Blocked roads, sirens blaring, and her mum standing in the street, covered in blood. The house is up in flames, and Joe? He's gone. Now, here's the thing. Patrick's safe with the neighbors. The police are on the case, but Patrick holds the key to the mystery. So, what exactly went down that night? You see, now, things are about to get murkier. So, there's Kay Morrissey, the kid's mum. She answers that she's been married for 13 years, spilling the details while being interrogated. Her son, Patrick, sits in the next room, clueless about the whirlwind of questions coming his way. The detective wants to rewind the clock, asking Kay to spill the beans from the get-go, and she starts in her craft room, the TV humming in the background. Things get eerie when she mentions a noise, something falling, and then seeing him. Now, the interrogation hits a crossroads as Kay's credibility takes a hit. The investigators, smelling something fishy, decide to bring in the only other eyewitness, Patrick. Yes, the detective sits down with Patrick, breaking down the concept of lies. Patrick, in his innocent way, defines lies as not telling the truth and doing something bad, and hey, you get in trouble for that. Now, imagine a little guy like him caught in the web of a crime that he can barely comprehend. As the detective digs deeper, Patrick spills the beans about robbers in their house and his dad meeting a tragic end. The poor kid doesn't fully grasp the gravity of it all, that the man who always did somersaults and held his hat won't be coming back. Heart-wrenching, right? But hold on, the drama isn't limited to the Morrissey household. Cue Randy Tundidor, a 43-year-old dad sitting at home minding his own business. Detective Kendall knocks on his door, and here's the kicker. He's got the lowdown on a lawsuit. The guy renting the townhouse claims he slipped on the stairs, but the detective was not buying that. He finds a frail dude with an oxygen mask on, limping around. Turns out this guy's got a rap sheet for being a professional tenant. Yep, you heard that right. A history of tenant drama. Now, we're diving into a plot twist that you won't see coming. You see, the detective has his hands full trying to connect the dots in the Tundidor saga. Randy Tundidor Sr., frail, is not the home invasion culprit as it seems. Kendall's sharp. He knows this ain't the guy that Kay saw that fateful night. But with no other leads, he rolls with the only info he's got, Kay's account. The detective lands at the Tundidor residence and the interrogation tape starts rolling. But here's where it gets dicey. Randy Tundidor Jr., turns out, has an outstanding warrant for parole violation. Now, they've got a dilemma. Is he the murderer or just caught in a web of bad decisions? The interview goes on, hours ticking away, but Kendall can't quite figure out if Randy is playing innocent or if he's got blood on his hands. The plot thickens as Kendall drops the bomb about linking Randy to the crime, but he remains oddly composed. His alibi? A call to his old man, who vouches for him being a stand-up guy. Now we're at a crossroads. Randy Tundidor Jr. is in custody, but the investigation hits a brick wall. no evidence placing him at the scene, and according to Kay Morrissey, there is a mystery second person involved. Clock's ticking, and the chances of unraveling the truth are slipping away. Cut to Joe Morrissey's funeral, a closed casket, his memory detached from that horrifying night. Kay, heartbroken, shields little Patrick from the harsh reality. But as days pass, Patrick begins to realize his dad won't be coming back, showing signs of PTSD from whatever he witnessed that night. Then, out of the blue, a call shakes things up. Randy Tunidor Sr.'s other son, Sean, drops a bombshell, saying his dad did it. He spills the beans about that fateful morning, Randy Sr. on the porch, the news blaring, and a chilling admission. Sean confronts Randy Jr., who directs him to their dad, and the truth unravels. A dark family secret. You see, Sean spills the beans about that ominous morning, the news headline, and confronting his brother and dad. The shocking revelation changes everything as Sean spills the truth about Randy Sr.'s involvement. Now, in a heated confrontation, Sean calls out Randy Jr., claiming that everything he said was a lie. The older brother, on the verge of confessing, denies the murder, leaving everyone in suspense. The real question is Randy Jr. taking the fall for his father, or is there a deeper family dynamic at play here? Randy Sr., standing firm, professes his love and support for his son, further clouding the truth. Sean, fueled by a quest for justice, opens up about the family's dark past. An abusive father, known as Rampage or Scarface. It's a family history marred with brutality, and Sean's determination to expose the truth becomes crystal clear. He can't let his brother take the fall, not for a crime he believes his father committed. In a daring move, Sean proposes a plan to the detectives. Wire him up, let him confront his father, and get the damning evidence needed to bring the real perpetrator to justice. Detectives agree, and Sean, armed with a recording device disguised as a car key, takes on the dangerous task of confronting his father. For 2 intense hours, Sean plays a risky game, pretending concern for both his father and brother. The stakes are high, and the suspense builds as Sean returns the device to the police station, convinced he's nabbed the evidence needed to convict his father. But here's where the plot thickens. The audio files reveal a different story. Background noise, indistinct conversations, and a missed opportunity, leaving the detectives questioning if Sean's plan succeeded or failed. The truth hangs in the balance, and the audio becomes a puzzle they need to piece together. Finally, real conversation emerges, unveiling the sinister plot orchestrated by Randy Sr. On that fateful night, he manipulated his desperate eldest son, Randy Jr., using crack as bait. The plan involved breaking into Joe Morrissey's house, robbing it, and securing funds for Randy Jr.'s drug fix. The search at Gator Tint, Randy Sr.'s shop, reveals a chilling stash: the stolen computer, disposed zip ties, a discarded hunting knife box, 2-way radios matching the killer's, foreign currency bills, and evidence of burnt marks, hinting at an attempt to erase incriminating traces. Now, on that very same day, Randy Tunidor Sr. opens his front door to a different kind of visitor. Police officers, armed with a warrant for his arrest. In the courtroom's climax, envision the day justice knocks on Randy Tunidor Sr.'s door, bearing an arrest warrant. Detective Kendall delivers the news to Kay. Both father and son, Randy Jr., are in custody, marking a reckoning for their crimes. Now, picture the courtroom as Kay, the determined protagonist, fights for justice and recounts the night of horror that unfolded 2 years ago. Though Patrick is too young to testify, the jury watches interrogation footage, revealing the unimaginable ordeal he endured. Picture young Patrick, alone in his parents' bed, awakened by their pleas. Fear thickens the air as he eavesdrops on the chilling events. The front door closes, leaving the house in eerie silence. Alone and terrified, Patrick clings to hope. As footsteps approach, the nightmare persists. Patrick witnesses his parents coerced into the master bedroom, their lives hanging in the balance. In a heart-wrenching moment, he hears his father's last words, unknowingly bidding farewell. In the ensuing stillness, Patrick, paralyzed by terror, becomes the hero of his own narrative. Armed with scissors, he navigates through smoke, liberating his mother from her bonds. In the courtroom, Patrick's testimony stuns everyone. The night he lost his father, he unwittingly became a symbol of resilience, saving his mom's life. His heroism stands as a testament to the love and bravery instilled by Joe Morrissey. As Kay exits the stand, Randy Tonudor Jr. confesses to the crimes and testifies against his father. The jury renders a unanimous verdict. Randy Jr. receives a 40-year sentence, while his father is condemned to death. The echoes of courtroom handcuffs mark the conclusion of a dark chapter. Yet, in the aftermath, Patrick and his mum emerge as beacons of resilience, illustrating that even after the darkest nights, there can be healing and the promise of a new beginning. Now, what do you guys think? Do drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and we'll meet in the next episode.